So real quick, you want to plug your social media, any shows you got coming up?
Okay. We can do that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm JB Buchanan. That's me. You can find me on all your social medias as JB Comedy STL. One word. That's at TikTok. That's at Instagram. And it's JB Buchanan, comedian JB Buchanan on Facebook. That's where I'm at. God, I love my voice in this.
Now, I'm Phillip Cornell. Catch me on Instagram at Phillip the Deal. Phillip Cornell on Facebook. Check out my movie, My Cousin Phil. It's on Tubi.
Movies.
Any shows. Only thing I got on the 24th, I will be in my first roast battle.
Okay. You and Jason Jenkins, ain't it?
Jason Jenkins.
Okay.
That's gonna be a good one.
I need, I need us blacks to take this serious. We have Jason made his. He came back and made us look good, but the blacks tend to not take the roast battle as serious as the whites. We have to look at the roast battle as Cooper Flag versus the NBA player. What was that white boy out there doing? Living his ancestors' dreams. Cooking black dudes on the court.
I ain't gonna lie. Cooper Flag is nice. He is nice.
Hey, you gonna have a new white. Y'all don't have to.
A new white guy is coming to the NBA.
Yes. The 17-year-old, the 6'10", 17. We can. All the whites can stop, rooting for the foreign white now. Luka's gone. You ain't
Bring it back home.
Bring it back home. You don't got to root for him. Come to America. You got Cooper Flag.
Who was the last white that was their hope? Was it
J.J. Redick?
No, what?
Larry Bird?
No, what was dude that twisted his ankle up?
No, the dude, the Celtics.
Gordon Hayward.
The Celtics dude, Gordon Hayward, dog.
Yeah. But I don't think white people. I don't think white people really was sold on Gordon Hayward.
They was, bro. He was from Gonzaga.
No, he was from Butler.
They're the same thing.
I would not exactly.
In the NCAA tournament, Butler, Gonzaga, they are the same.
No, Gonzaga's a way better program. Man.
A bunch of white dudes and a light-skinned black dude. That's what those teams are. That's what I'm saying. They are the same thing.
So ain't nobody blackity black like I'm gonna go to Gonzaga.
It's a bunch of dudes. It's like Gonzaga is filled with all the sneaky adjectives. Ooh, those guys are sneaky quick. Sneaky athleticism. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means? That means these are good whites. Good playing whites.
Good whites.
Good athletic whites.
Hey, man, like the words they use in college to describe cold white boys is like, because once you get to the NBA, it ain't no more sneaky. It's either you good or you not. But
they still say it. That's what Caruso was. Like, don't be those type of guys. Like Caruso, what's old boy that's with Austin Reeves?
Oh yeah,
those type of dudes. Those are the sneaky athletic guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit. It still follows. The only way it's not sneaky is when it's golf. It's not sneaky. They walked over it.
That reminds me of one of the questions I was going to ask later, but what would be the best rule you could add to basketball to make it more fun?
The best rule to basketball? Bring back the Malice in the Palace. We need fights. Fights need to be back. If you feel that someone has disrespected you by 2 plays, you should be. If you got disrespect, like let's just say I go down, run down the lane, and I yam it, and you throw the nuts in the face. Yeah. If that happened twice, you are legally obligated to punch him in the face. You shouldn't be putting your nuts in my fucking face and that nut with no obligation to fight. So that should be it. Like you should be able to hit or elbow in the face or something like that in the NBA. Bring that back.
Yeah, I want the Dennis Rodman versus the Pistons down in the paint. Like I want that aggressiveness.
Better.
This is what I would do. I would switch the point system. So everything past the 3-point line, that's just 1 point now. Everything inside is 2 points, but a layup and a dunk, that's 3. So if you're gonna game on the line, you're down by 3, you have to dunk. You have to charge in.
Hey man, we gonna let that white dude change it? Because that's dope. That's actually kind of dope.
I think that'd be cool for the big three. We could experiment with that in the big three. In the NBA, absolutely the fuck not. Because you're gonna let unathletic white men take over the sport again.
This is true. That's what college sports are.
All right, you found my secret plan.
That man Edie, he will be the best player in the NBA.
Hey, Edie balling right now, dog.
No, he nice.
In the summer league.
He nice, but he will be the best. No, we're not gonna let tall, unconventional white men take over the sport. No, we're not.
Okay.
We're not gonna do that.
Who here knew that the WNBA plays like we want men basketball to play? Who knew that? I didn't know this.
I didn't know it at all.
I did not know this.
Well, that's because, okay, so my issue with the NBA is, like you said, they're too soft. I don't think we need the full-on fights because I do like the prettier version of basketball. It does, like, with the higher offensive output. But what I would say is it's soft to the point where it's like if you catch an elbow or if you get hit, obscurely or whatever, all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't like the flopping though. I can't stand
that's
flopping.
slowly being eliminated because
but the WNBA, there's none of that there.
No, there's none of that there. But
they are out there balling.
You know why?
4 months
there
ago,
ain't no Europeans. That's where flopping comes from. It comes from Europe. It comes from Le Fieu c'est football. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh my God, my head! Oh my God!
Les foot, it hurts! Oh no! Like
that. But 4 months ago, if you would have been like, turn on a WNBA game, I don't know if I could.
I would have.
I couldn't have found it.
No.
I wouldn't have been able to find it because
Yep.
it wasn't on. You would have to go to ESPN 8 or something like that. Like
The
you
Ocho.
can't- The Ocho. Yeah. You can't find it. But now that Caitlin Clark is there, like all of a sudden, it's getting more airtime.
Oh, you done fucked up. You don't understand. You can't just mention.
That's your white queen. He has mentioned the white queen.
I don't even care. You know what I'm upset at? This is what I've been waiting to say this for so long. The WNBA is pissing me off because you truly don't know who really is a fan or an activist. Everybody is an activist. Dog, I am not wasting my good marching skills, my good protesting skills on the fucking WNBA. Martin Luther King did not die for me to waste my time protesting the WNBA, bro. He didn't do that for that.
What I will
good.
say, this is what I've been preaching for the past 3 years, I would say. During the bubble season, which was 2020?
2020.
Yeah, the COVID.
The WNBA had the perfect time because they had quite a bit of women that were attractive. When I grew up, that's really what was killing me with the WNBA. They didn't have attractive women that they was cool.
Well,
they was cool, but they are the most attractive that I have seen now. In
Right
the
now.
WNBA.
Right now.
There is a girl. I don't know her name.
Is she black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got you.
Yeah. But I was like, whoa, all right.
Dude, it started during the bubble.
Skylar Diggins
she was like, yeah, she was getting there, but she just didn't have the skill to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying, like during the bubble, they had a chance to blow up. And because they had the most, because I would hop on Instagram. That's when the internet was going crazy, and they had all these in swimsuits and stuff. I'm like, dog, these women look nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we not marketing this? But they was like, no, Brittany Griner's the best one we got.
Oh,
we got to. They was pushing that like we're pushing good ballers. I'm like, where are the beautiful women? And then lo and behold, it died down. And then Caitlin Clark comes.
Nope, you forgetting it.
I
forgetting
remember
it. The Cinderella story is really he just mentioned it. No, if it wasn't for Brittany Griner becoming a prisoner of war, we probably wouldn't be able to get to where we at right now. We would sit there fighting over whatever we were fighting for. We know we were fighting for equality or human rights.
Hey, the craziest thing about the Brittany Griner situation was she was locked up for 3 months. Before no one LeBron tweeted after 3 months like, Brittany still gone?
Bring our girls home.
She was 3 months, bro. Before people was like, "Oh wait, Brittany's still gone."
Hey, wait, where's Brittany? That'd be funny. The coach, they get back to the U.S. and they're, wait a minute, doing a head count on the bus. I swear there was 15.
What are we doing there? They gave money to Putin's enemies. What's their names?
I just know they
Croatia, Ukraine.
Yeah.
They gave money to Ukraine before they went to go get her, dog. He's like, "Oh, we gonna take care of people first. We gonna be back. We gonna take care of them down there, and then we gonna."
But I get it,
back.
bro. But they traded her for somebody named the Merchant of Death. Let's be for real.
Man, I forgot all of this.
Look at you, man. Yeah. Caitlin Clark.
Yes, Caitlin Clark. She erased all of this.
All that. We don't even remember it.
Caitlin Clark was like,
"Y'all." All I know, if I had to make a WNBA timeline, it would be like the NBA started. Then 50 years later, I'm guessing the WNBA started, and then Candace Parker, and then Caitlin Clark, and there we are. We're caught up. There's 3 points on that timeline.
No, you know what? We kind of forgot. It was really Candace Parker is the intro for us to notice that girls was cute.
Yeah.
In the WNBA.
Yeah, definitely.
And then it kind of fucked us up because she married Sheldon Williams. And we didn't understand what was going on with it. It was like,
hey, man.
Do you understand what you are? And then she divorced him and got a woman. And then we knew, yep, this is right. The correct order.
Oh, so she did end up switching?
Yeah, she married to a whole woman. She left Sheldon.
I didn't even know that, man.
They kind of reversed because don't forget Sheldon Williams sued her for spousal support and child support and won.
2 kids.
We up.
I think they got
Men
2
were
kids,
up.
Yeah.
We're up.
It's him, Britney Spears' ex-husband.
Yep. Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. Hey, he up there. And then what's the name of Wendy Williams?
Oh yeah, Wendy Williams.
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
He trademarked Wendy Williams and got paid off of it.
Spousal support kings.
I'm like, how you gonna trademark her name?
Smart man.
Yeah, dog.
Spousal support kings. We salute you. We salute you.
They did it. I just picture every time a husband wins in court, it's like that room at NASA with all the nerds in like white shirts and black ties, and they're standing up. They're like, "We did it! She's got him!
We got him! We got him!
Crazy, man.
All right, best Gatorade flavor.
Oh man,
Purple. I'm going with purple.
I keep it old school and ghetto. I like anything red.
Really?
And the only alternate color I do like is the gray, like the white one, the ice.
This one here in the middle.
Oh yeah.
I fuck with that. I
say the fierce go down right up. Yep.
Yeah, blue is my. I like.
Oh, blue is nice too.
Light blue is that's my go-to for sure.
I like anything red.
I never feel like I don't know.
Cause
Hawaiian Punch fell off. It turned me off, dog.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
Hawaiian Punch. Why does Hawaiian Punch never get cold? You know what I mean? Like you could be in the freezer full of ice cubes, and you taste it, and afterwards you're still like,
this man is on to something. I don't think I've ever noticed that, but I think I do know what he's saying.
Yeah,
it's never ice cold.
It's never
you know
ice
why?
cold.
Because it burns your fucking taste buds now. You might as well be drinking bleach at this point.
A full glass of corn syrup.
Like you can chill bleach all you want. It's still gonna taste hot when you drink it.
You ever tried to freeze some cognac? Shit just stay. It just turned to syrup. Never quite.
Yeah. That's talking about why it don't get cold, because it's not designed to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's designed to clean walls and
clean walls.
Man, I want to make my own soda. Those commercials really make me want to do that. Have y'all ever tried that shit? The little where you pump the little bottle and
and you squirt the
I seen it. It wasn't.
You had it?
No, I just didn't.
So why are you speaking like? Why you gonna speak down, son? I thought you really
it didn't
had
appease me.
Man, making your own sodas?
Yeah.
What type of shit? That don't fucking appease you?
It don't.
Man, we in the age where you can make everything now at home, bro. Like I think I make just as bad as fucking Ruth Chris steaks as Ruth Chris. My steaks at home are just as good as that shit. We in the age making a soda.
But that's a steak though. We talking about a soda. That's like
the same thing.
No. No, it's not, man. A beverage, making a beverage is going to be forever different.
If you could make Sprite, if you could make McDonald's Sprite,
Oh yeah.
At the crib. We ain't talking about
That's
Sonic,
not that hard.
right?
All they do
Or
is
burger.
pour the water in the syrup. And
No. Did you know that McDonald's has it's an actual contract with Coca-Cola to where Coca-Cola products taste the most it's supposed to taste like a Coca-Cola product at those places. That's why Sprite and Coke taste different at McDonald's than they do everywhere else. It's literally a contract. So they got it's the exact temperature, the exact everything is exactly how Sir Robert Coca-Cola had won it in Georgia in 1845. You know what I'm saying?
Old Robbie Cola?
Yeah. Robbie Cola.
Robbie Cola from down the block?
Yeah, Robert Coca-Cola, whatever. They got this thing. If I could make that at home, nigga, that's like making crack. You can sell that. That's just like all these people. Listen, I come from an entrepreneurial spirit because my wife has a cricket machine.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
And so I am her muse. I get to wear all the finest of garments. You know what I'm saying? My wife is, and just because I see her make all this shit now, at home, that shit dope. I won't make soda and steak on JB every Friday. I'm selling it. Soda steaks.
Eric, I'm just telling you right now, niggas make a couple of fire batches of Kool-Aid and they think they can just go do whatever. I had never made Kool-Aid and was like, you know what would be cool? If I started my own brewery right here in this house.
But we could make our own Sprite, dog. Man, McDonald's
my mama got a juicer 2 summers ago and started juicing everything and realized that it wasn't fun making juice anymore.
You know what was fun? When you found out that you don't have to go to Chick-fil-A to get the Polynesian sauce. When you found out that you could go to Snooks and buy the Polynesian sauce there. Oh, I want some orange chicken. Oh, wow, here it go in the fucking aisle 5. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have to I don't have to go to Chick-fil-A to get the Polynesian.
You can get it yourself. It's at home. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Dog, what do you think I can't believe you shitting on making your own Sprite. Dog, this is why niggas start making Chinese rice. This is why.
All right, somebody's got to break that down because I see everybody talking about it, but I'm not
rice
following.
wars, man. We're going through the rice.
So I'm good at explaining stuff.
Let them go ahead and do this.
So I'm going to break it down for you So there is a viral food critic.
Yes.
Okay.
That is in the city of St. Louis right now.
Mr. something?
Mr. Chime Time.
Mr.
Chime Time.
Very viral, big following, all of that. And he did his segment on
what is happening?
Hey, is it me?
I don't know. Might have been. I think it might be me.
It's all right.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
go. Whatever.
Okay. So, Mr. Chime Time, a viral food critic. He's in the city of St. Louis right now. So he did his segment on Chinese food in St. Louis. So he went to several Chinese restaurants, as we'll call them, and he rated them. He did 2 in East St. Louis, 5 in St. Louis. He ate them, did his review, and he said that the East St. Louis spot was better than the St. Louis spot.
Blasphemy. That's the first thing. And also, might I add, because he actually did in his first list, he said, I thought, Yet Bun was number 2, wasn't it? And he said he had the East St.
Yeah.
Blasphemy. And he kind of went off on the black Chinese. Him and the black Chinese man.
So there is a Chinese. So there is a Chinese food place that's black owned, and they've been having a little back and forth on the internet over some petty stuff.
Over petty.
But what you're seeing is I know this is a white man's podcast. I apologize.
It's true.
But you're seeing niggas being niggas. Is there any other way to describe this?
I'll just say you're seeing, if it's one thing, as a person who doesn't live in St. Louis but is in St. Louis often, all right, do you have a favorite food from St. Louis?
The fried rice.
Okay. So because you understand that.
Yes.
And you know that we are very passionate about our shit.
And if 2 years ago you would have asked me, I would have had a different answer.
Yeah.
But I learned through trial and error, don't mess with the Chinese food.
Dog, Chinaman. We've even had people try to change the way we talk. I feel like a Trumper when I say that. I'm not changing what I say. It's Chinaman. And we call it Chinaman. And they allow us to call us Chinaman. But hey, John don't care. Everyone I went Northland, everybody don't care. They understand. You want some Chinaman? That's my dog. But it really is a contingent of issue. We don't play that shit about the rice because to me that is our staple. St. Paul is our staple. Dog, everybody knows when we go out of town, you know a person is from St. Louis when they utter these exact words. Damn, man, y'all Chinese food trash. That's how you know you from St. Louis. If he is dissing your city's Chinese food, that person is from St. Louis. We are bougie as fuck with that. Everything else, we accept our pecking order. I will admit, I don't think our barbecue here is different because I prefer to go to the dude on the corner.
Okay.
I'll go to the dude on the corner before I go to any brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. I don't. That's just how I am. Like I think barbecue here is different because we aren't a brisket. It becomes weird when you go to restaurants and they're serving you meat platters of smoked brisket and shit like that. I like it. I'm a smoker. I smoke everything. I smoke all the time. But I get it. That's not our thing. We are pork steak, rib tip, and rib city. That is majority and chicken. Of course, you'll get chicken any way that you want. But for the most part, it's going to be chicken anyway, whether it's half a chicken, whole chicken, or, a leg quarter, whatnot. That's what I mean by anyway. Rib tips, ribs, pork steak. That's what you get here.
I would put barbecue pork steaks up against almost any brisket.
I agree.
Oh yeah,
almost any brisket.
I agree.
But pork steak is a Midwest thing though.
Pork steak is a St. Louis
thing.
It was invented here.
It was invented in Ferguson.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the guy who did it, but he was like,
that is here. That's
because
here.
They say I know it don't exist outside the Midwest, but I didn't realize.
But it's just like St. Louis style rib. It's here, but it's everywhere now. You can go to any city
and get a pork steak.
And get not a pork steak. Like when I moved to Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta 15 years. Damn, I've been back 15 years. I moved to Atlanta when I lived in Atlanta 15 years ago. I used to have to go to the grocery store and ask them, because it's nothing but a pork butt sliced.
Yeah.
And I had to ask them, hey man, can you cut this like half an inch or a little less? What's that? It's a pork steak. Because you can't find it nowhere. It's nowhere. That shit's like a fucking toasted ravioli. You can't find it nowhere. That's us. You go to any barbecue spot outside of St. Louis or I'll throw the Midwest in there because it's a Midwest thing, but anywhere in the other city, dog, outside of this area, you'll never do that. Oh, muscatoli.
Yeah.
Dog, no one knows what that is. The only other person.
That's baby shower food.
But dog, apparently baby showers are different in other cities.
No. Hey, we need to. Hey,
muscatoli, dog. I've heard one other city mention muscatoli, and that's my homeboy from Chicago, and he is a real.
Dog, muscatoli, chicken wings, and meatballs. That's baby shower food.
It's true. It's true. Is meatballs what happens on your side of the baby shower?
Yeah. What? What
was
hold on. Are men invited to your baby shower?
Not usually.
So that's the difference.
It's a thing like we're like, oh, you might need to go make an appearance, but you can leave.
See, y'all y'all keep it traditional. See,
it's a woman thing.
See, they keep it traditional because our parents, our fathers wouldn't go into no fucking baby showers.
Well, but
our fathers would have never did that, bruh. I'm telling you, it's a change within the last 30 years to where, like when we grew up, it became like a gathering where everybody goes. Everybody goes to the baby shower now, and it's all the food and all that shit. But like, dog, when I was a kid, my dad and them didn't go to them. I didn't see dudes. You saw kids and women at baby showers when I was a kid. That was it.
Do you go to nephews and like nieces' birthday parties?
Yeah.
See, I don't do that. Like, I'll buy a gift and my wife will go and she'll take the kids or whatever. Yeah. And I'll be like, all right, I'll see you guys later.
In the black life, every kid's baseball party turns to a straight kickback.
Yeah.
There's going to be, oh God, it's going to be so much weed.
But white parties aren't fun like that. It's just the parents standing around, like, making weird conversation because you're like, everybody knows, like, I know you don't want to be here, but
I think country whites it is.
maybe.
Like the country. I personally found that as much as they hate each other, country rural whites are no real different than black people in a lot of sense.
Yeah, I can see
they
that.
cook their food like that's what a Cajun is compared. Like they cook food just like we do. They like seasoning. They eat fatty shit, greens, fried food, all that shit.
Like my boss, he lives in Jerseyville, Illinois, and I told him, I'm just like, you think a vegan spot could make it out in Jerseyville? He started laughing. He said, man, they don't play that out there, man. He said they cook real food.
It's real shit. Like the country is different, bro. Like I learned that early, like with a couple of white guys my dad used to work with, and my mom was always the nice mom that would cook for everybody and all that shit. And like all his friends that live like in southern Missouri, like his white friends that was from southern Missouri and shit, they all told us, like, yeah, we eat greens and all that because that's country food. It's country food. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it changes because I've had some parties with the country whites. That's different. Like like the 20-year-old whites and the country whites, I like them. I like the college age area whites. Them motherfuckers know how to party. You know what I'm saying? And the country folks, because you kind of can kick it out there. You know, all of a sudden you catch yourself in the truck doing mud and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So while we were talking about the Chinese food, what's the best Chinese spot in St. Louis? If you had to pick.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I'll start with this. I mean, I'm really not qualified because I'm more to, if I can find a spot that's 5 minutes from my crib, that's good.
In North County, you eating out there off of Lindbergh?
I eat old St. Louis off of
off of Lindbergh?
off of Halls Ferry in Lindbergh, old St. Louis. I eat they rice there, and then there's a spot like off of Vale and Halls Ferry where they rice.
You going close to Patterson to get rice?
They rice is kind of mid, but they chicken be popping. So I get like.
This is what women talk about when they get mad when they say they don't want to settle. This is settling. Okay.
And then,
like this, I don't want to settle. And you are settling for less than subpar.
And then I eat my St. Paul's from the Rice House.
Oh, that's even worse. That's bougie. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say that because my people will probably hate me because I was going to go off on a particular rice place. But I think the Rice House personally tries to upscale it because it's in the county and it just doesn't do it. I'll burn my gas and take my Glock to the place I want to go to. If you don't feel like your life's in danger, the rice isn't worth it. And I'm just being honest. My personal favorite, to me, I'm always gonna go because I'm from Jennings. That's my hood.
Lisa's.
No, Lisa's been trash. Lisa's been trash since after I graduated high school. But Northland Chop Suey,
they're good.
Is my fire. That's my go-to. Then down the street in Jennings, well, once you cross Goodfellow, it ain't Jennings more, it's the north side. But John's. Got John's Chop Suey right there. What it is, yeah. John, that's where our boy Kenny Howe's joke that we've heard over the years. That's where his joke come from. From John's. And then after that, I know it's a spot on the south side off of Cherokee, China House, I think.
I've heard of them.
Gravois. I'm sorry, off of Gravois in the blue building.
I've heard of them. Yeah,
they pretty good. Yeah. They pretty good.
Like when I grew up, I grew up on Lisa's. That was the main one we would go to.
We did. High school, that was shit.
Yeah, I grew up on Lisa's. When I used to go to Herbert Hoover summer day camp, we would sneak out and go to Bing Lao.
He don't know what Herbert Hoover is.
It's off of North Grand.
It's a boys club.
All right.
Boys and girls club.
So we used to sneak out of there and go to Bing Lao. And then like I got one of my best friends, he lived right next to Northland. So so that's where he eats at. So I've eaten there.
Northland got boy.
But like my mom, like she'll drive all the way to U City and eat whatever. Because
your mom understands that for things that you like and quality,
she doesn't want to settle.
She doesn't want to settle. That's a good woman. That's a great woman.
There's a good one. There's a good one off Lindell that we used to eat at, but she stopped eating there because there's a pet like a pet shop next to it.
Oh yeah.
I think I can understand
Yeah.
her deductions there.
And she was like, yeah, like she ate there twice, and she looked at the pet shop and was like, no, we can't.
There was a
I can't go back.
That's a smart woman, dog.
there was a pet daycare right next to a Chinese food place, like 5 minutes from where I live, and people were like,
I don't know.
and the pet daycare moved very quickly. Yeah. But the best one in St. Louis I've found so far is Harold's Chop Suey.
Where's Harold's at?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I type it into the GPS. I found it by accident one time.
Where is it located at?
What street?
I don't know. Here, we'll figure it out.
Put it in because we need to know, is this some colonizers or what?
Is there any peas and carrots in this rice?
I'm about to say, are they putting
No.
There's,
no.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
cool.
Nah, if there's peas and carrots in the rice, boy.
I'll never forget when I went to Chicago and my homie was like, you want to try some Chinese food? And then I saw the picture, it had peas and carrots, and I'm like, bro, why you playing with me like
What
this?
we doing here?
Like, why you playing with
You
it?
don't do this.
He said, it's good, I be eating it all the time. I'm like, no, you don't.
Because you don't know no better.
It says it's on Union Boulevard.
Okay.
Okay.
Union where? Because that could be probably the west side, I'm pretty sure.
Union's pretty long.
I don't know.
Where we at with this? Is
Harold. Oh, Harold. Yeah, it's on the west side by Maple and Kate's and shit.
Oh, okay.
You
cool.
you can die over there. It's probably good.
It's probably
You can die over there. It's probably good. It's probably it.
You doing right by yourself.
proud of you.
I
man.
drove past and I was like, man, it doesn't look like a great neighborhood, but maybe I'm just being judgmental. And then I saw the Chinese place. I remember what you said. You're like, if you don't feel a little dangerous, it's probably not good. And I was like, I bet this place is pretty good. So I stopped there, and I got they got their orange chicken. They use chicken thighs. Mm-hmm. It's like braised chicken thighs,
Yeah.
and it like melts. But the fried rice, I was like, oh man, this is delicious. So
You did right by yourself. there.
I'm proud
Yeah.
that he's really like assimilated into a black life. I'm proud of you, man. Like that's all right.
well,
It's all
I'm
right,
trying to try out I hate doing chain restaurants.
I'm like
Can't
that.
stand that.
I'm like that.
I'm up here. I'm not from here, but I spend a lot of time up here. Might as well check out, like, hop around and do as many different places. Like City Grill last night. I'd never been there, but I was driving down Washington, and I was like,
Oh, that's downtown, ain't it?
yeah.
I've seen that. I know what you're talking about. I just never been there.
They're open till like 2 a.m. every night.
Okay.
It's good.
We can probably say you probably didn't feel safe there.
It was
Little sketchy.
that wasn't as bad because
Okay.
Washington's not.
Washington's a weird vibe, bro.
Washington-
it's a
Because it
weird-
switched back and forth.
Yeah,
It
it's
can
a-
be.
it's a-
There
it's
are
a weird-
nights
it's a
where you're
weird
like,
vibe. Yeah.
yeah. Because there was a place down there called Pops, and I would go
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
which is like a couple blocks away. But a lot of times you would go there, and it would be like roped off with police lights and tape and everything. You're like, damn. I
Close
guess.
to that old Cochrane area, dog. It's a little different. It's a little different down there.
What's the best city you've ever been to?
This is a good one because I've went to quite a few the last few years. I think it all depends. Like I have a couple. Quiet as kept. Spokane, Washington was dope because the weed was the cheapest. No, Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon was pretty dope. That is kind of like the left utopia.
Really?
Because it's such Oregon has that like open issue with drugs and stuff over there. And the weed was the cheapest weed I've ever purchased in my life. The lady just flat out told me we have a problem where we have more weed than people. And basically just, the prices are just crazy. And it's like,
We've got more weed than people.
hey, bro, it's Portland.
You start tearing up. I made it.
Because Oregon is unregulated, so you can just grow as much as you want, as opposed to other places. Like I mean, it's gonna be people that grow whatever they want, but if you don't have that fear that if I grow too much weed, I can get in trouble. Like, and you can just grow as much as you have.
And it's still illegal to sell sell over state lines. So dispensaries can only, growers can only sell and distribute in their state. So like that, they just got too much. And they've been kind of Free Will for a long time, a little bit too.
They was the first, so it's been.
But
Yeah.
I like Portland was dope. I love Chicago. I've been going to Chicago my whole life. I got a few cities I really like, bro. Chicago,
Yeah, this
Portland.
is this a hard question.
It's hard. Atlanta, I lived there forever, but I like old Atlanta. I don't like new Atlanta. New Atlanta's different.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, definitely, like Chicago's definitely like a second home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had great times in Chicago. And as much as the biggest thing that I hated about Chicago was that the people would just throw it in your face like Chicago's the best at this, Chicago best. And then I'm like, I'll go there and I'll be like, yeah, I got like a lot of good stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say the best of everything, but I could see why you have this mentality because this city has a lot to offer. And, like, I've had, like I said, amazing times in Chicago, and it's
Chicago.
Really great city. But I've also had a great time in Miami, Florida.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I hear lots of good things about
I've
Miami.
never been to Miami because you know what? Miami don't look fun if you don't got money.
Well, I'm too old, poor, and fat to be in Miami.
That's where I am.
Because everybody down there is rich,
beautiful,
and sexy, and if you're not into cocaine, then it's like
I'll tell you about Miami. Like Miami, my last great trip to Miami happened like right before it got too expensive to kick it there. I went there probably in 2015, 2016. I don't remember. But it was like right before, like you couldn't not have money. Like you could just go there, get you a hotel. The hotels was fairly like reasonable because the way that all the hotels were set up, they look immaculate on the outside, but they was partied out on the inside.
Yeah.
Like and this is I'm talking about on South Beach.
Damn.
So you will get it. So the hotel you'll pull up like this is where we at. We in there. Then you get inside. You be like, oh, it's holes in the wall and
oh shit.
Yeah, like it's partied out. So what they do is they just let the hotels get run down during spring break in the summer, and then they run back around during the slow season and fix all of that. But there's just no point fixing it during it because it's just going to happen again.
Well, Miami changed now because they don't even want you motherfuckers down there now.
I'm about to say, so now this was right before it switched over. Now you go to Miami, like you got to have a bag. Like you got to have everything costs. Parking's $80.
Florida drives me nuts because they're like, the way the things they decide to crack down on, like if you get caught smoking a joint in Florida, you're going to jail. But the whole state runs on cocaine. You know what I mean? And it's like, and nobody thinks about it.
Hush, get the yell.
I mean, not cocaine or opioids. Like, if you want to keep it a buck, like opioids.
Oh, the pills.
Yeah,
like,
pills.
Like, you know, I work in the pharmacy, department. Like,
tell us more.
Most of
Big
the
pharma.
Most of the lawsuits for opioids start in Florida. like I say like 85, maybe 90% of all the lawsuits of like you're dispensing too much start in Florida. Wow. So yeah.
Look at that, man.
I don't know. I gotta go with San Diego. Have you ever been?
I've heard it's one of the most beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful, cheapest cities that you can go.
I've heard it's affordable LA.
I hate LA. I hate LA. I went 10 years ago when I lived halfway between LA and San Diego, and LA was a shithole. Like even like the when you go, you're like, oh, LA, let's go to Hollywood, let's go to wherever. It's like it's all run down, it's all dirty, it's all like you can't go 4 blocks without seeing somebody peeing on the street. Like you just see like naked homeless people running around. Like LA scares me almost as much as like Portland or Seattle scares me, because those are like white cities, but they're not country white cities. You know what I mean? So it's like the country white in me is like,
it's big city. You don't like really big city like that, do you?
No, well,
because I think St. Louis is a nice middle ground because we think we're a big city, but in reality we're not.
But yeah,
and our downtown don't even be busy.
That's real shit.
Yeah, we don't have.
I like New York. I've been there, and that's fun. Like New York is a good time, but I get worn out after like 3 days.
Yeah,
because it doesn't stop. What I liked about San Diego is, I mean, the weather, the food. It's not super expensive. It's clean. I mean, I don't know. Those are
I've
the
heard.
things I look at.
I know a person that told me, and this was like, damn, it's like 20 years ago. Dog, she said she had like a bunch of vacation and she was gonna lose it, and so she just went on like it was one of them old school want to get away sales on Southwest Airlines. She just went up there and looked, hit to where she could go, and she just clicked it, and it was San Diego, and it was like San Diego was like round trip. $140 or something, or two. It was like something so cheap. It didn't make sense not to go. So she said, "Fuck it, I'll go." She swears to me to this day that San Diego is one of the greatest places she has ever been to in her life, bro. She said it was beautiful.
What's crazy is I know somebody that did that to Omaha, Nebraska. They said they said they'll never go back.
Ain't no fucking way. Cornhusking.
They're basically the same. Omaha and San Diego, same shit. Same shit.
The Cornhusker state. Cornhusking.
But they got so much to do. I mean, if you're a family and you're going with your family, you've got the beach, you've got Legoland and the zoo and SeaWorld and like all the family stuff. If you're like young and you want to party, their whole downtown is called the Gas Lamp District. And it's like the French Quarter in New Orleans. Like bars stay open till 2. And then there's restaurants that stay open till like 6 a.m., and they're
man.
You just like.
Remember when the world was 24 hours?
I missed that so much. That was the one thing COVID killed that I really wanted back.
It killed it.
COVID
hours. Killed that and Shop and Save. But was Shop and Save before that? I can't remember.
It happened a little bit after the COVID. It just
Shop and Save.
People just. I think people never really bounced back from the 24-hour Walmart.
That never made sense. That infuriated me so much because they're like, oh, we got to spread out. We can't all be together at once. But then they closed the store for half the day. And it's like, if you were open longer, we wouldn't all have to show up at the exact same time. We could spread it out. I loved going to Walmart at 2 in the morning.
That would be my favorite time. Like, a lot of times I'd be bored. I'd be up. My house would be asleep. And I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to sit in the house. And that's when I call like a smoke and ride mission. I just light a blunt up and just ride and smoke. I would go to Walmart, bro. 9 out of 10, I'd go to like 1:30, 2 in the morning, just go to Walmart, chill out, see some shit, and then come home back. It was a cool thing to do. But I understand Walmart. I'm Corporate James today. I understand I understand their stance because they said it cost them more to stay open. I believe that. Yeah. Because when you used to go at night, it was just you and the 4 people that worked in that motherfucker that was there. Like it cost more to keep the lights on. Yeah. And the people, I'm pretty sure 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning is probably high stealing time also. Yeah. Like you could definitely get your shit off at that time. I'm speaking from experience. You can get your shit off.
It was like, so we cut down on theft and we cut down on operation fees. It was like, why do we need to open it back up?
Yeah, that's real. I understand. Oh, you know what? I also, before we get off Walmart, my bad. Damn, we ain't did the best of nothing. We been talking. We don't want to talk. But have you seen that Walmart Lindbergh has eliminated?
Bruh, don't even finish what you about to say because I want to fight somebody.
I don't know why you mad. I love that,
bruh. So they,
what did they get rid of?
The
self-checkout.
The self-checkout.
I love that.
They put more cashiers there. There's literally like 4 to 5.
You can't steal. You can't steal.
This is true.
And then now they took 2 of the self-checkout areas and made it to the what is it, the Spark thing or whatever, the online stuff. So if you do your online stuff, you can just get through there quick online because I think they want to push more people to curbside in the app.
Yeah.
So that's really why they did that. So so they got rid of the self-checkout and be like, no, if you want to do a quick checkout, you need to use the app or do curbside.
Employ Americans in the American store. That's what I want.
I hate self-checkout.
I hate it too.
I hate self-checkout.
Hey, man.
I hate it when it asks you unnecessary questions where it's like, rate your experience today.
Bitch.
And then it's like, oh, I got to give myself a job performance review?
Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie. I mess with self-checkout and I mess with the kiosk at the McDonald's.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Normally you were talking to somebody that was stupider than you. So going to the kiosk to eliminate a middleman, that's cool with me.
I mess with the kiosk, man. Like Like they're doing God's work.
They really are.
I like the key. I like that because you can add, subtract pickles, add, subtract whatever.
And then people was like, "Yo, we're taking jobs away from teenagers that need them." I'm like, "No,
I ain't seen a teenager working at McDonald's in fucking 20 years. It's been nothing but Mexicans. I'm seeing like Mexican grown men and shit and grandmas. Like if you go during the day, it's a bunch of grandmas and grandparents and shit. And then all the time it's normally Pablo and his people. Just being honest, like dog, I haven't seen. I think the only it's like 2 places left that hire kids. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
And like Chipotle.
Hey, Chick-fil-A only hires homeschool kids.
Oh no! Hey,
all right.
Hey.
This might be all right. My wife tells me that I should stop saying this out loud, but the odds that you're gonna see someone with Down syndrome at Chick-fil-A is like 5 times as great as any other restaurant. Tell me I'm wrong.
We got to go now because I think I actually want to believe him. Now.
Well, hold on. So now you got me intrigued because I only go through the drive-through, and I don't think that's safe to have one of those people.
They don't work.
That is
rude. Well,
I'm serious. That's
America. He said it.
Now, I have seen some people with a splash of something working at Chick-fil-A.
In the drive-through?
Not in the drive-through, but they let them like wipe down tables and like, clean up ice cream spills and stuff like that. But like,
my God, we're going to hell,
baby. But I'm talking about just in there eating, hanging out. I would say 9 out of 10 times when you go into Chick-fil-A, there'll be at least one in there.
They're down for a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's the hangout spot.
So that's so Chick-fil-A for special kids and Down syndrome is like White Castles for old people.
That's what
because I don't know, man. St. Louis, that's what
you know what's crazy is they have a commercial with a special needs kid on there.
What? Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Your wife can't get mad. They got a commercial.
That's a commercial.
They got a commercial. They got a commercial.
His mom is saying this is his favorite spot. Y'all
yeah.
are crazy. This is.
I feel like I've been noticing that for a while.
That's a keen eye of observation, bro.
I'm about to say, like,
I'm gonna have to say, I might have to agree with you on that.
If we were in some type of like scavenger hunt and they were like.
What does the question say? What is the question?
Find me a Downs. You need one. You take yourself. First, I'd be like, all right, I'm going. Where's Chick-fil-A? I would just type Chick-fil-A into my.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
great
question. That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Hey.
I love
it.
No, man, you can't go silent. You leave him on the island when you do
It's all right. No,
you can't go silent.
You know what? It's okay.
Silent.
That's okay because maybe I should be on my own island. Who's the best TV dad?
Okay. All right. I like this question. For some reason, this is where the generational divide with me and Phil will kick in. For some reason, his generation has this real affinity for Will Smith and Uncle Phil and the Fresh Prince. I don't understand it. They just love that dude. I don't get it. Me personally, I would always say Bill Cosby. I ain't gonna front you like. I don't get how you don't say Bill Cosby isn't the greatest TV dad of all time. But number 2 for me is a wild card. And I'll let y'all have it after this. It's Damon Wayans on My Wife and Kids.
I had when I first made this slide, I just had a picture that had like 12 dads on it, and he was on that one. But then I was like, some of them were like hard to see, and I didn't know some of them, so I got rid of it and went with these. But
he helps more than he. I ain't gonna finish the joke.
I don't know. I went with Bill. I put Bill Cosby on there for a reason because Dr. Huxtable. I mean, top tier dad.
Top tier dad, bro.
Top tier dad.
Top tier.
Doctor provides a good living for his family. Has good life lessons.
He looked at women's vaginas for a living. He delivered babies, bruh. You got to understand, it takes a special caliber of man to look at something and not be aroused. Okay, like that is a great man. Like I'm sorry, cuz like you learn every lesson you can learn through the Cosby Show. You really did. It was. I hate that it's taken off of TV now because kids don't. I would allow my kids to watch the Cosby Show.
I would too.
It's the most safest show that you can allow your kids to watch. I really would. I really would.
Yeah, I'm going with Uncle Phil.
I knew it. I told you.
He called it. Yeah, I mean he was an amazing man. Like he was a judge.
He was.
He was a judge, and he took another man's seed that he didn't like, and made him his son.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's some man stuff.
Don't give me that revamped Tyler Perry ass Will Smith. I mean, Fresh Prince show that you gonna give me that. He didn't even know that man. Dang.
Hey,
I will say, favorite Uncle Phil moment was there was an episode where Will and Carlton. They were at like a pool hall.
I knew you were gonna say
that. They were getting this shark like rolled them for money or whatever. And Uncle Phil shows up and they're like, Uncle Phil, we owe this guy a lot of money. Blah, blah, blah. And he turns to what was the butler? Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Jeffrey, grab Lucille. Like that. Jeffrey goes out of the car, comes back in with a pool cue, and Phil just bow, 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 bow.
Worked him, dog.
Yeah.
Worked him.
Oh,
that was a good episode.
Yeah, that's a good episode. Why you don't like me, man?
I mean, it was a lot of good dads on TV.
It
so,
was.
like, it's just kind of interesting on how we got to the TV we have now, where it's like they don't really show dads in a
positive life.
Bruh, does Jason Tatum have a daddy? Why does this man live a life of saying like he never had a dad?
He do. His dad was.
I agree. It was a joke because I know who Justin Tatum is. I grew up watching him and Larry Hughes.
But the thing is, they just don't. That's not a good narrative in
Bruh,
the world for some reason.
He truly lives his life as if he did not have a father. It bothers the hell out of me because I'm a dad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Which one of these dads do you think is like a best representation of your parenting style? Well, you don't have any kids, do you, Phil? No. Well, like I remember growing up, or not, but before I even had kids, I kind of wanted to be like a combination of these two, Bill Cosby and Phil Dunphy or whatever. But I think I'm honestly more like these two, Bernie Mac and. Fuck, I forgot what it is. Dan Connors. Dan Connors. Yeah. I think these are a combination of my parenting style more than these two.
I think I'm a combination of, and it's going to be more than two. I do think I have some Dr. Huxtable in me, not because I'm a professional of any sort, but I do believe that I possess the ability to get a stern lesson across. Like the one thing I love about him, he didn't really sugarcoat shit at all. And I think the mom they were both hard. They had two hard parents. And I think that's a very good simulation of our house where we kind of really good together. But I'm also goofy. Like I like to teach lessons how Damon Wayans does. Like my wife and kids is I think that's the ultimate representation to me because I think I am that. I'm goofy in the sense I talk shit about my kids. They talk shit about me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stern when I need to be and have to be. And I think I would say that. And Bernie Mac, because every once in a while you just want to say fuck them kids. Like you just really want to. You just really do.
I don't know, man.
What kind of uncle are you? Because you a solid uncle. I give you good uncle credits.
I don't know, man. I never really wanted to compare myself to like TV. No, I see what you're saying. Like I understand the question because it's just that I say I'm more like Terry Crews off Everybody Hates Chris and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Like on some like, hey man, you know how much that costs? Like, like you out here like you doing this cost, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of like when I'm out, when I do have my niece and nephew, like I'll keep my niece and nephew for like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that is one thing that drives me nuts.
We'll do a lot of stuff together and I'll be like, you sure you want to do that? You want to spend your money on that type deal? Like, so I would say that's more the representation. Never really been. I couldn't really channel the Bernie Mac energy because I'm not their actual parent.
Yeah.
But if I was, absolutely.
I could just picture you. Listen up, America.
But you know Bernie Mac was their uncle too. He ain't their dad.
Oh.
He's their uncle. Remember those are his sister's kids.
Oh yeah. It's just
I forgot that.
Yeah, those are his
But if I was in a situation where I was in charge of like solely in charge of like their schooling and their, you know what I'm saying? Like me, like my situation with my nieces and nephews is like when my sister gets kind of overwhelmed and stuff, like it's cool. I'll rap with them, you know, we'll do stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ask them why they been doing this, yada, yada, yada. It's never like on some stuff like, yo, I'm always like the secondary. It's never the direct where it's like I get a call when something happened here. It's always like she done got a call, then she called me, and then I got to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always that. So, but if I was like the direct line of stuff, definitely Bernie Mac energy's coming off of that. Like, definitely.
Okay. Oh, what's the best way to show you trust somebody?
Best way to show you trust somebody. Give me your Wi-Fi code.
Okay.
I don't think you give that out to everybody.
No.
Everybody that comes to your house isn't privy to your Wi-Fi.
I've seen people, I've been to people's houses, and they'll have like a picture frame, but inside the frame is just the like Wi-Fi name and the password. Like just set out.
That's really,
I was like, that's trusting.
That's trusting.
That's really Caucasian of them.
That's trusting as fuck.
Well,
You know what else? Damn, man, my brain is OADH. What, you know what's more trusting than that? White people have a level of trusting with life that I don't. You know what I think is the ultimate form of white privilege?
What?
Leaving your garage door open and leaving your house. Only white neighborhoods do that. You've never noticed that?
I always assumed they were at home.
No, they're gone in most cases.
Because I've seen that where there's be like, you know how your garage gets hot.
No, dog.
Because there's no air conditioner in your garage. So I'll see people let their garage door up, or I'll see them crack it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I just assume they're just at home. I never assume like they'll do that and
they will
the
leave
house.
that motherfucker all the way open and be at the office. It's the weirdest thing. And that's just, I'm not that level of safe.
Yeah. Does this still no? Because I'm. This
You're
is
talking
this
to a certified package deliverer here. Okay, this is what I do every day. I'm out here flexing for Amazon. All right,
and they just leave it open.
the door.
Because like with
open.
these new security systems, it'll notify you if your garage door is up, and you can close your garage door remotely from wherever you're at.
It'll be open. They have a rule in San Francisco. I'm a man of many little stupid knowledges today. In certain subdivisions in San Francisco, because the high price of rent and shit out there, you are required to leave your garage door open through working hours, because people was renting out garage spaces for people to live through them.
Yeah.
So because they didn't want it, now you have to leave your garage open during the day, so they can make sure.
So they made that a law. So I had a friend that lived in Oakland for several years, and he said that they would rent out garages for $1,000 a month.
Yep.
I believe it, but that's
But
wild.
to make a law, that's like that same law that they made in O'Fallon, Illinois, where you can only have like one visible car outside your garage, because they didn't want is O'Fallon, Missouri, where like in some subdivisions where you can only have like one physical car outside your garage visible.
Wow.
Because they didn't want like groups of people buying a house and having like 8 hella cars. Like I'm like, come on, man, what are we doing here?
That's crazy.
I can't stand things like that where it's like, did I buy this or did you buy it?
That's
'Cause
what
this is my house.
I'm like, who? I'll be
So
like,
I'm gonna put
I'm
as
about to
many
say,
cars in my.
That's
I'll
what
park-
I'm saying. Who? I'm like, who voted? Like, people got together and voted on this. Like, no, we don't want like 5 cars outside. We don't want 5 people coming together and buying one of these nice houses. Like, no.
Suckers.
I can't stand that. Homeowners associations and stuff like
Man.
that.
Gangs. They're gangs.
I will never live in an area with a homeowners association.
For real?
Never. Never.
I don't mind it if the people are cool, but my thing with it is like, I look at it as comedy, because the neighborhood app is one of the greatest things that's ever happened.
This is true.
The Facebook messenger page or local subdivision page.
Yeah.
I got kicked off of mine. They were trying to implement some things, and I mean, I was going to go outside and hoist a pirate flag and be like, we're about to cut throats. But I can't. I got kicked out of mine, but so my wife's the only one that's in it, and she tells me what everybody's saying now. But I can't stand that stuff. It's like, this is my house. This is my fortress of solitude. I don't care if you can see it from your house. I'm going to keep my stuff in order. I'm going to mow my lawn.
Yeah,
I'm going to take care of my stuff. All right? But don't tell me what I can and can't do. Because chances are I wouldn't want to do that anyway until you tell me I can't do it.
So,
and now I'm like...
Now I'm going to do it.
Yeah, now I'm going to pave my front yard and turn it into a... whatever I want, like
where my mom lives at, when like she's lived in that house for, I'll say, like 20 years now. So like when we was in high school and we moved there, the homeowners association made a rule where they was like, there's too many cars on both sides of the street. So they was like, yeah, you can only have, like, they try to do that thing where you can only have like 2 cars on the street or something like that. And that rule got thrown out so quickly. People was just like, nah, man. They was just like, I got teenage kids. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to park all these cars in my garage and wake up at like extra in the morning to move their cars so I can go to work.
Yeah.
They said, nah, man. They's like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff is practical, but like, some stuff is like, come on, this clearly is being made by people that have nothing better to do than just to
hall monitors, grown hall monitors.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds. That's all it is. This world is ruled by fucking nerds, dog. Fucking nerds.
Because they have nothing else to do but sit around and make laws for everybody, or rules. They're not even laws. They're just rules.
Fucking dorkopotamuses. I hate that shit, dog.
I can't stand it. The reason I got kicked out of my homeowners group, or the home subdivision, whatever, was because there was this lady. She was bitching about 4th of July and fireworks. And she was like, all fireworks should stop by 8:30. And I was just said, fuck you. I was like, the city says 10. I'm going to shoot him till 10. She's like, well, I have a dog and he's scared. I'm like, I don't give a shit about your dog.
Oh, man.
Make a safe space for him. Give him a thunder jacket. My dog doesn't like fireworks either, but I put him in the basement and like give him an area to like chill out, Man,
when I tell you, humans and their dogs and their kids are the most annoying thing. I hate when people think you should like compartmentalize your life for their dog or their or like accept or their kid. Yeah. Oh, it's my kid. No, control your little ugly motherfucking child.
Yes.
Like, control him. I shouldn't have to, sit over here and, throw away my piece because little Caleb is running around here doing stupid shit. Or the dog. Oh, he doesn't bite. Maybe I didn't want him to jump on me.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't want that. Maybe I could like dogs. But right now, today, on Friday, the 18th, well, the fuck it is today, I don't like dogs to jump on me. I hate that shit.
Just because you like dogs doesn't mean you like all dogs.
Like, what are we doing here? I hate that, bro.
I think there's a lack of parenting, too, that's driving me nuts, where there's a lot of people that are claiming that they have autism. And it's like, okay, do you? Or did you just not learn how to hang out?
Right.
Did you spend your entire life staring at a computer screen and nobody ever made you go outside and play and make friends, and now you're in the real world and you get to be offensive and then be like, oh no, it's my autism. Be like, no, you're just rude as fuck. Like,
I just want to say, I grew up from Jennings, Missouri, and I grew up with a little special needs kid. They used to talk shit to us, and he used to have a wheelchair, and he used to roll over our feet and shit. And he was the first person that I realized you treat these motherfuckers like regular people. So don't come to me saying you got autism, because I'm going to artistically Joan the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
I am going to do that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like I grew up North County also, and I ain't gonna lie, I did Boy Scouts and they had a special needs troop. So we were sensitive.
As a whole,
it was a whole troop of them.
What did they do?
Huh?
Did they go on What could? This is deep. like a whole troop.
A whole troop of them, yeah.
Like is
their
it
camping trip was Chick-fil-A.
Like I guess they're like, what is it? What is it? Troop 23 for the extra chromosome.
Hey,
what do we do?
No, they would.
Or is it Troop 24? Troop 24.
There are some people with autism, and you're like, oh, okay, I can. Okay, all right, you're gonna get a little bit more empathy from me. But there's some people that you talk to, and
you just saying some shit. You just saying some shit. They just trying to say it to get sympathy.
Well, my sister, she works at a daycare, and she works with like a lot of kids or whatever, and it's like you said, people are real jumpy to diagnose autism.
This isn't the best of anything.
Autism. And she was just saying like, yo, like she was like, some people confuse, like you said, autism with having discipline problems.
I remember, I don't know,
like
when I was
the kid's
a kid,
not special. They just aren't disciplined.
When I was a kid, every kid was getting diagnosed with
ADHD.
And ADHD.
I was one of those kids.
I was one of them too. I was, and it was like, are all of these kids really hyperactive, or is this just the disease of the month? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth. I lied. Because I got tired of the kids I was in class with being able to leave and go and do something, and I had to stay in the class. Okay. And when I found out they was going to take medicine in the nurse's office, and like because I kind of went on this route of where I was like, yeah, I'm that, you know what I'm saying? And I used to take Ritalin and shit. All of that as a kid, take Ritalin. They was overprescribing that shit. It was cocaine for kids, and I will admit that I didn't think I was, but as a 41-year-old man, I'm here to tell y'all, 42-year-old man, I think I'm ADHD.
I am too.
I think I needed that shit. I think I needed it. because I can't concentrate to save my life.
My mama used to whoop me so much, dog. Like I got whooped like every day for like 3 years of my life. So it was like by the time I actually did get into one of those like white private schools or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm chill.
I know. What
like they say, Phil, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. I'm like, no, I just want to I want
chill out.
Chill.
You know what I want? I want to not get beat today.
I don't want my ass whooped.
I just feel like, I don't know. We'll wrap it up on this. What's the best way to tell if someone's a bad person?
Not put. You got a picture of it right there. Not putting your fucking go card up, your shopping cart up, bro. That is, dog. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How far did you have? You just walked from the store.
Drives me insane.
You got it right there. That is it right there. Did I steal your answer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I googled, so I knew I wanted a picture of that because that's the thing that drives.
Oh my God, it bothers me, bro.
And then I googled images. I just typed in bad people, and it showed a picture of someone drinking while pregnant, someone littering, and then it showed a CCTV picture of a school shooter, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's
obvious.
Yeah, okay. But no, leaving your shopping cart in just the middle of a lane. I saw a lady one time unload her groceries, and then she just sent it sailing. She just pushed it down, and I was like, "Oh, you're Hitler."
This bitch deserves to go. She deserves to go, dog.
I feel like you get 3 strikes with that, and after that, we kill your oldest living relative because it's like, sorry,
you gotta go.
If they would have done their job and
you would be alive.
Yep.
Sorry, Mama.
Yeah. Yep. Pop-Pop's got to go out back.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
So this subject's a little, close to me because I work in the customer service industry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I would say how you talk to people, man. How you can just, from me talking, I talk to at least 60 to 70 people a day, maybe, maybe more than that. And some people are just like, it's a dude that's a crossing guard for kids. The nicest. Ironically, now it school's out. He works at Chick-fil-A, and he's the nicest man ever. Like he apologized to me.
Is he autistic nice?
No, he's just nice, bro. Like he apologized to me because he was $1 short, and I'm like, bro, like I pulled $1 off. I like, dog, I got you, man. Like you're nice, but then you got people that just talk to you like you're nothing, and I'm just like, dog, what is going on where you're talking to a stranger like you're better? You don't even know me. Like I could be a millionaire. You could go to wherever you live at. I could be in charge of your mortgage.
Yep, that's real shit.
And you just talking to a stranger like this, like dog, like it's you could tell really like what a person type of time they on by how they talk to people that they don't know.
There's some people in my family that when they talk to someone, they'll take a tone if they think that person's like below them, and I have to walk away. I'm like, I can't see you do this because it makes me think less of you. And I'm like, I can't.
Customer service is like, bruh, can I tell my story before we go?
Yeah.
All right, man, my phone broke. Monday, it just went total green screen on me, so I couldn't see shit. I called in my I call in to no. I go straight to the corporate store for AT&T. Go straight to the AT&T store. Say, hey man, my phone broke. Dude walk up to me. He said, oh man, you got to go to Apple. That's an iPhone. I said, yeah. I said, but my insurance.
It's through AT&T.
It's through AT&T. He said, oh, no, man, screens and stuff. You got to go to Apple to test it out. All right, turn around, walked away. So I'm confused. I'm kind of mad. And I go home and I say, well, let me just call and set an appointment up because I don't want to just sit in the fucking Apple store.
Right.
So I go home, look, boom. My wife set me up this appointment for West County's Apple store. That's the only one. All the other ones were sold out and Best Buy, all this shit. Boom, can go to Apple store. I walk in the Apple store, get my appointment. The dude tell me, he said, why'd you come here? I said, well, the guy sent me, he said, do you have Apple Plus? I said, I know my Apple Plus is over. I didn't extend that warranty. I just got my regular insurance with the company. Yeah. He said, oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. There's nothing we can do. He said, if I order, it's going to be like $500, $450. I said, oh. He said, yeah, you just got to go through their insurance, and they'll go through there. Dog, I go back. As soon as I walk in, the same motherfucker that helped somebody, he see me. He said, hey, what's up, bro? You didn't go to the Apple store. I said, yeah. And they told me they didn't know why I went there. He said, what you mean? I mean, all we going to do here is make a claim. I said, that's all I want to do. So then he tells me, hold on. He tells me, all you had to do was Google it. The fucking screen, bro. It don't work, dog. The phone don't work. He said, oh, I'm just saying, like, you can look that up. I say, man, why would you send me out of here without all the information? If I'm here to tell you that I need this, that means I don't know. So you, like, what the fuck is he said, oh, man, I ain't finna argue. I said, I know, because all I want is customer service.
I stand on this as a customer service expert. I stand on this. Any place where you go in and they have to call a number for you to speak to customer service, they have horrible customer service.
That's real shit.
That's the worst. That's it drives me.
You're like, so you can't do this in the car? It's like, no, but we can call this 1-800 number. I'm like, I could have did that from where I was at.
I just think it's common sense. If I was in his position, because I've done customer service on the phone and everything, and it's being accommodating. That's what it's for. It's no way you allow the customer to leave without all the information that he needed. I would have instantly said, well, you got to go. Even if I was wrong, I would have been like, yeah, you got to go to AT&T, but there's also to make a claim this way, and I would have gave the number. Here you go, bro, and you leave. This motherfucker looked at me like I was stupid for asking him to do his job. Like I'm dumb.
It's a dying art, and the problem is it's like nobody wants to work anymore, so it doesn't matter.
I blame Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
It's her
You know
fault.
what? It is.
Her and the
It's her fault.
WNBA. Man.
Oh, man. All right. Last question I ask everybody when they come in here is, what would be the best way to fix this podcast? Any suggestions on how to make it better?
Oh, I got one. Well, we need to branch more out into AI and make like an AI Eric Rustler. Just to
That's cool.
That's the last thing I
He
want.
need to show up with Tupac, with AI Tupac. That's dope.
he's like, I'm podcasting. I'm not even here.
Now we need to resemble more so where we're at. I'm gonna need your curtains to show a crackhead in the corner, a baseball game right here, crackhead right there, the highway over there, and it'll be fine. This will make me feel like I'm at home. Right now, I feel like I'm lost. Like,
You're in Boy Scout group 23 chromosomes.
I'm in troop 24.
Oh,
Where did I go? Oh, I'm sorry. Blame Phil.
All
Phil
right.
did that.
One more time, plug your social media or any shows you got coming up.
JB Buchanan, I got a few shows coming up. What's that? July 25th, 26th, and 27th. I'll be in Columbus, Toledo, and Dayton with Sam Comroe. Also, August 2nd and 3rd, I'll be back at Columbus again for 2 dates. And after that, I will be hitting the road again. I think I got Chicago, Pittsburgh, and a few other things coming up, man. So, holla.
Yeah, Phillip Cornell on Facebook, and like I said, I'm doing my first roast battle on the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna,
Do it for us, man.
Oh yeah, you're the 24th of the roast battle. And we're 24th at Helium.
Yeah, we that's right. So it's the 25th, 26th, 27th. I'm out of town. The 24th, I will be in the Helium Funniest competition, second round. Me and my dog E.
Semifinals.
You know what I'm saying? Semifinal. He's not in it. He didn't do it. He didn't make it.
Just shade at the last minute.
That dude right there.
All right. Yeah, thanks for coming on. I hope you
Call
guys
me
come
Bronny
back.
James, second round. I'm gonna throw that out there. Second round James. You know,
Second
Bronny
round.
James.
Second round, Bronny James.
All right. Yeah, thanks for coming. I hope you guys, if you ever have a show to promote or want to come back, let me know.
You already know, bro. Appreciate it, man.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.